Every game begins the same way.
What's up, Orange Nation? How's everyone doing? Before we dive into the latest bombshell news about our Baltimore Orioles, I need to ask you something super important. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that subscribe button now. It's quick, it's free, and you'll stay on top of all the moves, exclusive analysis, and information that really matters about our beloved team. And don't forget to turn on notification bell because things are moving way too fast in the Orioles organization, and you can't miss a single update. Cool? Let's go. Folks, I've got exclusive and extremely relevant information about the search for a new manager for the Baltimore Orioles in the 2026 season. And look, this isn't cheap speculation. I'm talking about concrete information coming directly from reliable sources within MLB. And the name that's gaining momentum will touch the heart of every passionate Orioles fan. Ryan Flaherty, the beloved former player who wore our orange jersey between 2012 and 2017, is being pointed out as one of the favorites to take over the team's managerial position. And I'm not talking about a name thrown to the wind, no. Bob Nightingale from USA Today reported that if there's a thorough Orioles managerial search this winter, Flaherty, currently the Chicago Cubs bench coach, will be the leading candidate for the job. Let me contextualize this for those of you who might not remember the details of Flaherty's career as an Orioles player. During his 6 seasons in Baltimore, Ryan Flaherty wasn't exactly a statistical star. He had a .215 batting average, with 35 home runs, 128 RBIs, and 131 runs scored in 452 games. But here's the crucial point that many people forget. Numbers don't tell a player's complete story. Flaherty was known for his above-average defensive versatility, his professional and courageous approach on the field, and especially for being a fundamental piece in the Orioles' clubhouse chemistry during that period. After leaving Baltimore in 2017, Flaherty played 1 season with the Braves in 2018 and another with Cleveland in 2019, before making the transition to the coaching side. And look at that impressive coaching trajectory. From 2020 to 2023, he was the San Diego Padres bench coach, where he gained valuable experience working with a competitive and innovative organization. In 2024, he took the next important step in his career by joining the Chicago Cubs as bench coach, a position he holds to this day. Now, let's talk about the Orioles' current situation and why this decision is so critical. Mike Elias, our president of baseball operations, made it absolutely clear that finding the next manager is at the top of this offseason's priority list. And rightfully so, folks. After Brandon Hyde's dismissal in May 2025, a decision that shook the entire organization, Tony Mansolino took over as interim manager and honestly kept the ship steady considering the complicated circumstances of the season. John Heyman, one of the most respected voices in baseball journalism, revealed that there are 3 strong names being considered by the organization: David Ross, Skip Shoemaker, and Ryan Flaherty. And here comes an important detail that completely changes the landscape of this search. Block 2, second part of the news. Skip Shoemaker, who was considered one of the strongest candidates for the position in Baltimore, was recently announced as the new manager of the Texas Rangers. This means the list of high-level external candidates got shorter, and it opens up even more space for names like Flaherty and Ross to gain traction in this search. Let's analyze what Flaherty would bring to the table as a potential Orioles manager. First, he has emotional and historical connection with the organization. He lived the Orioles clubhouse, knows the team's culture, understands what it means to wear that uniform and battle in the AL East, one of baseball's most competitive divisions. This isn't something you can teach or acquire overnight. It's lived experience. It's orange blood running through his veins. Second point, his coaching trajectory shows constant progression and growth. He started in San Diego, an organization known for its advanced analytical thinking and modern approach to the game. Then he went to Chicago, another big market where he learned to deal with pressure, media, and high expectations. That's high-level preparation for taking on a major league managerial position. The Orioles' search for a manager is diverse and deep. with the organization needing to decide whether to prioritize someone with significant experience or bet on an up-and-comer. And here's the fascinating dilemma that Mike Elias and his team face. Do you go with the safety of a veteran manager who's already commanded MLB teams? Or do you bet on the potential of someone like Flaherty, who has the hunger, the organizational connection, and a modern mindset? Flaherty is described as a former fan favorite who played as a utility man in Baltimore, and that connection with the fan base can't be underestimated. At a time when the team needs to reconnect with its fan base after a disappointing season, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, 2025 was tough for all of us. Bringing back someone the crowd already loves could be a smart move both sportingly and in terms of public relations. Now, let's be honest and direct here. Flaherty has no experience as an MLB head manager. That's a fact, and it would be irresponsible of me to ignore that reality. David Ross, for example, has already commanded the Cubs and has that track record. But here's the thing. Every manager was a first-time manager at some point. Buck Showalter was a rookie when he started. Terry Francona was a rookie. Dave Roberts was a rookie. The question isn't if you've been a manager before, but whether you have the tools, knowledge, personality, and vision to command a Major League Baseball team. Mike Elias noted that Tony Mansolino, the interim manager who took over for Brandon Hyde in May, is still in contention for the permanent position, which shows the organization is genuinely open to different candidate profiles. This is encouraging because it demonstrates they're not simply following a predictable script. They're evaluating all available options in a careful and strategic manner. Now, let me bring you some important data about the MLB managerial market. In the last 5 off-seasons, we've seen a growing movement of teams betting on first-time managers or those with limited experience. The trend shows organizations are valuing more the ability to communicate with modern players, deep analytical knowledge, and skill in managing diverse personalities than simply years of experience as head manager. The timing of this decision is also crucial. We're entering an important competitive window for the Orioles. We have a talented young core, with Adley Rutschman consolidating himself as one of the league's best offensive and defensive pieces, Gunnar Henderson showing he can be an elite player for many years, and a farm system that continues producing high-level talent. The next manager won't just be managing a rebuilding team. He'll be commanding a team that needs to compete for championships now. And here's where Flaherty's connection with the organization can be a real advantage. He knows the expectations, knows the pressure of playing at Camden Yards, knows what it means to compete against the Yankees and Red Sox in the AL East. He lived those battles, and that gives him a unique perspective that few external candidates could bring. Look, folks, I'm going to be direct with you. Hiring Ryan Flaherty as the next Orioles manager would be a bold bet, but a bet that makes strategic sense when you analyze all the factors involved. We have a former player beloved by the fan base, with proven progression in coaching, modern mindset, emotional connection with the organization, and who's working with one of the best coaching staffs in the league, with the Chicago Cubs. It's a profile that combines nostalgia with future potential, and that's rare to find. But here's the question I ask you. Is Ryan Flaherty the right manager to take the Orioles to the next level? Would you prefer the proven experience of a David Ross? Or do you believe Flaherty has what it takes to lead this team towards a championship? Leave your opinion here in the comments because I really want to know what Orioles Nation is thinking about this matter. And look, this is just the tip of the iceberg. In the coming weeks, we're going to have much more movement, much more analysis, and much more exclusive information about the future of our Baltimore Orioles. So if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now, turn on notifications, and stay tuned because I'll bring everything firsthand to you. Like this video if you enjoyed the analysis, share it with other Orioles fans, and let's build together the biggest community of fans passionate about our orange team. Thanks everyone. See you in the next video with more hot Orioles news.